when we get snow in Mississippi, like, we shut down. But we shut down for like a week or so. But then when I was up here, I was like, we got a ton of snow and people are still driving. I was like,
like you guys crazy? All right, it's the interview that you've been waiting 2 years for. You thought you were going to get it in the reunion episode. What was the first episode that we did? What was it, 60-something?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Blaze Jordan, who was sitting on the Section 10 feed for about 2 years because we couldn't use the name. And was that, I mean, you probably didn't even notice, but like, did you know, like, you were almost a trivia question of like, who was on the last episode ever of Section 10?
I did know I was on the last one, so I kept getting like comments and stuff there.
Yeah.
Like,
anytime that people would tweet at the podcast, like, Blaze is just tagged it. He's like, dude, why are you tweeting at me still? How have you been for the last 2 years? It's been
doing
a
good.
while. Yeah.
Been doing good.
You look good.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. It's been good. Made a lot of progress so far. Got up here to Maine and everything, and just been joining with my guys in there. So it's been a lot of fun for sure. So.
Broke your finger?
I did. Yeah, I broke my finger 2 weeks ago. So yeah. So
tearing the cover off the ball before that.
Yeah, I was swinging it well. I had a 17-game hitting streak, and then I got walked my first at bat. And then I broke my finger sliding in the home, and then I lost my hitting streak because of that. So, but
on-base streak is alive and well.
Yeah, it was in the first inning, so I only had one at bat. So I got walked, and that's what ended it. So
that's like cheating. I feel like we should appeal. So during that 17-game hitting streak, what did you feel like was working for you? Like what was the approach there?
I started off the season super slow. I started off like 2 for 26, and like I've always been a slow starter and stuff. And then I went to Hartford right after that, and then I started to heat up a little bit. I just kept my approach simple, just kind of see ball, hit ball. That's kind of like. Because I was like kind of overthinking, just trying to see what they're going to throw. Then when I went to Hartford, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm sure I hit the ball hard. And then I kind of went over there and just had that approach, and then just kind of took it in for the rest of the game. So then went on that little streak. I had a little bit of luck in there, so that helped a little bit too. So, but yeah, I was swinging it pretty well. So.
Yeah. What do they have up here? They have hit tracks or like TrackMan?
They have TrackMan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so do you guys have like exit velo competitions?
Yeah.
Have you ever lost?
Actually, Roman kills me every time. So he hits the ball extremely hard, especially in the games.
Yeah.
So I feel like in the dugout, because we have all the data and stuff in the dugout.
Yeah.
And it seems like every ball hits like 105 to 110. So.
What's the hardest ball you've ever hit?
I think it was last year I hit 114. So I hit one, and my hardest ball this year so far is 110. So.
114 point what, though? I know you know the decimal.
I don't know the decimal.
I
really
full
don't.
Of shit,
I really don't. I really don't.
We'll call it 114.3. Now that like this group up here in Portland is starting to form, and you see all these other guys, what's been like the most exciting part of like being a part of this group this year? Because I can't remember even like AAA, just like a AA team that all eyes are on you guys.
Yeah, it's super cool because the coolest part about it is we're all super close too.
Yeah.
So we're like best friends and everything off the field. Like we go out to eat together all the time and all that. So it's kind of nice to be able to feed off each other because, we know each other's swings better than almost anybody. So like if we're feeling something, we can go up to each other and be like, hey, do you think I'm doing this or that? And we can almost help each other out. And just being with that whole group and very talented group, it's like kind of make you better as a player also. So that's the cool part about it. So.
We had York on earlier. You guys are kind of like the old heads on this. Yeah. How weird is that?
That is weird. I feel like a veteran. I'm still kind of young, I feel like.
Very young.
Very young. And I got Roman, who just turned 20 and stuff. I'm like, dang, he just got here 2 years ago. So, it is definitely weird for sure. But, it's been pretty cool because I remember when they first got in here and see how far they came along and everything. It's pretty cool to see. So,
I mean, you yourself, you've come a long way. I know over the offseason you talked about mental health struggles and stuff like that. How have you been feeling? How have you been able to, as a veteran here, help other guys as they get here, stuff along those lines?
Yeah, it's been really good. It was definitely a struggle for me and took me long to like kind of speak out about it. But the feedback I've gotten from like fans and like even like college baseball players who've reached out to me and everything, it's been great. And I feel like I didn't realize it would kind of blow up like that. I was just kind of trying to reach as many people as I could, and kind of blew up and everything. So I was kind of happy to see that it helped others, and I feel like the guys in the clubhouse just know that like I'll be there for them, like if they ever go through it, because you know, people think like we live like a perfect life, you know, and all that, you know, but it's tough. It's a grind for sure. So yeah, but I've been doing a lot better now, and it's been a good year so far. So.
Tweet made me laugh out loud. Opening day this year, you just posted, guess we're not playing ball today.
Yeah.
How's it been being in Maine as a guy who comes from the South, and then you come up through Greenville, stuff like that? What's this taste of the Northeast been for you?
It's been pretty nice, you know. It was definitely cold. Actually, this is probably like the first like warmer day that we've had up here. So it's yeah. So it's the first few weeks. It's definitely tough to hit in, but you know, if you want to play in Boston, you gotta play in the cold too. So
October Boston is very much like this.
Yeah. So sure. you got to get used to it anyway. So it's yeah. But like yeah, we got snowed out the first 2 games, and that's why we have an 8-game series this week versus these guys. So it was but yeah, it was yeah. I came up here, and then what surprised me the most is like when we get snow in Mississippi, like we shut down. But like we shut down for like a week or so. But then when I was up here, I was like, we got a ton of snow and people are still driving. I was like,
like you guys crazy?
Yeah, I was like scrolling through it, ordering Uber Eats. I'm like, these people are out here driving it. I was like, I'm not getting out. So
you guys got those big trucks in the South for nothing.
No, and no one knows how to use them. So that's the thing. So they know how to go munding them, and that's about it.
Right.
Yeah. What's the biggest difference that you've noticed in yourself since you started pro ball?
Oh man, I would have to say kinda just the way I go about the game, because I was putting so much pressure on each at bat, each like everything, you know. I was like getting mad at myself if I like swing at a bad pitch or whatever it may be, and now I feel like I'm able to just use those as like learning experiences, you know. Like say if I struck out my first at bat of the game, I take that into the second at bat and see how he approached me, and I feel like that's how I've kind of matured in the game and everything, and I've come to find out like what works for me and the thought process and everything, and then and like the defensive side and everything. I feel like I've made a lot of adjustments, especially with the great coaching staff that we have up here and in Fort Myers, and just learning a lot about my body and stuff also. So I just feel like in all aspects of the game, you know, I've had a great support system around me and everything, so it's been good.
Love that. What's a night away from the ballpark look like for you? Like, are you like? I guess it's a 2-part question. If it's a good game, are you taking that home with you, and for how long? If it's a bad game, are you taking that home with you, and for how long? And are you like someone that once you get home from the game, are you baseball mind or are you anything but baseball?
I try to get everything off my mind from baseball. So I would go home, I'll watch YouTube or something. You know, I don't.
What are we watching?
I watch a lot of like comedies like Shane Gillis and stuff.
Okay.
I like Shane Gillis, and then
Shane Gillis is very funny.
Yeah, so I watch like funny skits like that, and then yeah, that's really about it. And I just look up funny stuff like that, or I'll watch baseball highlights, you know, because we're not able to watch the games.
So it's both.
Yeah, so it's both. Now that I think about it, like, you know, it's kind of like I'm not, but like it's not like baseball in the sense of like what I was doing. You know,
Yeah,
sure.
He goes home to watch Shane Gillis play baseball.
yeah. But so I do that, and then but if I hit a homer or something that night, I'll
You're
go,
tasting yourself.
Yeah, I'll go. That's the only thing I'll watch is if I hit a homer or not. Like if I have a bad game though, I just flush it. You know,
Yeah.
Unless I'm feeling like something in my swing or whatever it may be, but you know, but yeah, I usually just go back and watch
Like if you really barrel one and you hit it like 450 or something like that, and you've got the highlight on your phone, are you just like sliding back and just like watching that?
Oh
like,
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like I do that for like wiffle ball, so I can only imagine being able to do that with a wood bat and a baseball.
Oh yeah, and I'll send it to like my family back at home and stuff, you know, because we get
check
like
this shit out.
Yeah, we get like cool videos like from the sides and stuff too, where it just has like it's not like from like the commentating view and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the natural sound and stuff. So like I'll send that to my buddies and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's,
you didn't really hear how much I pulverized.
Turn down the broadcast so you can hear this.
Actually, yeah, some of my buddies are gonna be here tonight, and that's who I usually send it to. And I'm like, hey, Joe, hear this or what?
yeah.
Y'all see this?
You can hear the catcher groan, asking for a new baseball. Being in Portland, give us a recommendation. Where should we go for dinner? What type of spots do you like to hit to kind of get away from baseball and have a good time?
Okay, so I like Italian food, and me and Marcelo and Roman, we hit up Via Vecchio a lot. It's a great Italian place.
It is really good.
Yeah, really good. And then we hit Tuscan Table up a lot too.
Okay.
So, but
all right.
I usually like usually after the games I just eat the meals and stuff here. So like if it's like an off day, we'll go there or something, or if we have like an earlier game. But those are like the only 2 places I've been up here.
Are you
so.
guys,
Yeah.
I don't know how we didn't ask this earlier. Are you guys getting like recognized out and around Portland, or not really?
Occasionally, like most of the time, people just like look at us. Like and they won't really say much, but they'll kind of like look, and you can kind of tell. But it's not too bad though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Blaze Jordan making his second appearance 2 years in between.
Hopefully we
On
saw a
second
show
time.
after this. If not, always a pleasure. But
Yeah,
please
by the
stop
way,
ending our show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when you get called up to the big leagues, it's don't like we're the first.
Oh,
okay,
100%,
yeah. Like I'll be actually pissed off. You can do like the little like TV hits and like the media scrums, but as far as like full length sit down, it's right here.
100%,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
100%.
All right. Blaze
Right
Jordan.
after my debut, it's gotta be the first one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We'll see you then.